simplify the expression and rewrite it without any negative exponents. So what do we have? 2x to the negative 2 times y squared, all of it raised to the power 3. So in terms of simplifying, I probably want to get rid of that power 3 and distribute it a bit. And we definitely don't want any negative exponents, so we'll have to watch this negative 2. Now, there really isn't one way to start a question like this. It's entirely what you feel, right? What you notice, what rules you think might apply, because we're going to have to be applying our exponent rules. For example, something that you could see right away would be, well, we're trying to get rid of negative numbers, so what can we do with this x to the negative 2? We think and we remember rules that say, oh, if I see a minus sign in the exponent, I can rewrite this. I can replace x to the minus 2 with 1 over x to the 2. That's one of our rules. What else can we do? Well, I definitely have no negative exponents left, so that's a plus. But this isn't really as simple as we could make it. We could expand things out a little bit. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I notice I have 2 times 1 over x squared times y squared, all raised to the power 3. So something we could do, and this is not the only thing we could do, but something we could do is we could use the fact that we've got a product raised to a power and rewrite it. A to the c times b to the c. Or in this case, what we would do is we would distribute this 3 to everything that's being multiplied. So 2 and 1 over x squared. And the y squared. So the 3 comes in and multiplies, or is raised as the exponent for everything that's multiplied together here. Right? That's one way. And if we notice that rule, we go ahead and apply that rule. But maybe we don't recognize that. We don't realize that, or maybe we just don't want to start that way. That's okay too. So something instead we could do is maybe simplify what's going on in here. I notice 1 over x squared is a fraction. It's being multiplied by 2 and multiplied by y squared. Well, so what could we do? Well, any integer, like 2, can be rewritten as a fraction. 2 divided by 1, because dividing by 1, just like multiplying by 1, does not change the number. And you know what? We can do the same thing for the y squared. We can write it as y squared over 1. Now I have a bunch of fractions being multiplied together. And when it comes to multiplying fractions together, I'll write this out a little different. I got a fraction a over b times c over d. When it comes to multiplying fractions, we just multiply the tops, the numerators, and we multiply the denominators, and that gives us our new fraction. So here we could do 2 times 1 is 2, and then 1 times x squared, but 1 times anything just leaves it unchanged. And don't forget, now we could do the same thing with this other fraction, okay, keeping this 3 out there. So 2 times y squared, multiply the tops, over, and then we multiply the bottoms. But we still have to deal with this power of 3 at some point. Right? It's not going away. So either we deal with it early, or we deal with it later. And it doesn't really matter. We're going to get the same answer either way. And that's one of the nice things about math. You can take different paths and still arrive at the same answer. So what can I see here? Does this match any of the rules that I know? Well, it kind of looks like a fraction raised to a power. And what happens with that? Let's recall that rule. Well, the power distributes over the fraction. That's how we say it. But really, the c just goes to the a and to the b. So in this case, we'll have our numerator, 2y squared, raised to the 3, over the denominator, x squared, raised to the 3. Let's get a new page, shall we? Okay, well now what can we do? Well, up on top, I see a 2 times a y squared raised to some power. That can split. Okay, so we might do that. So 2 to the power 3 times y squared to the power 3. Now 2 to the power 3, well, exponents, if I got 2 to the power 3, that just says write out 3 2's and multiply them together. 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8. So we can easily simplify the top there. I see y squared to the 3, I see x squared to the 3. What do I do with those? Well, it's a power of a power, and we remember our rule for that. A to the b times c is what we can turn that into. So we can do 8 y to the 2 times 3. Multiply those exponents. Okay, or, we can do a little faster, x to the 2 times 3, but I know 2 times 3 is 6. We could simplify that up on top as well. And there we go. We're all done. Everything's nice, neat, and simplified. No brackets left over. Everything is happy.